Hi guys, this is Oracle Daphne doing the all the single ladies cue the Beyonce um, video as per requested. I had someone who requested I do an Aries single ladies video. And you know what? You're right. I'm a single girl, so this is my shout out to all you lovely ladies. Because you're right, not enough tarot card readers really focus in on all the single girls. And, everybody wants to know, are they going to meet Mr. Right? Is love in the stars for them? Are they going to get married? Are they going to have kids? All this regarding to love. So this is for you single ladies for September 2014, just for love. This is about you and if you're going to fall in love, and I'm just going to do a full reading for you for love. And then if you do have a guy in mind, I'm going to do a following video for all the guys. So stay tuned for that one. Okay, so I'm just going to lay them out real quick for you guys. And this is for all signs, okay? So okay, so for all the single ladies, this is your love forecast for September 2014. And I'm going to start off with this card here. It's actually in reverse. Normally, it's this guy who is it's a great character, good person, a good guy. Can be also a girl. So if you have a female partner, this can be a female, a very strong female, but it's in reverse. So that means there's been some problems with this person. That means in September, going forward, you're going to feel like you're outnumbered in some way. I don't know, there's some level of abuse is happening here. This may be you've been abused in the past. This may be this is your path right now that you're going down. So in September, it's interesting because this is maybe you're afraid of getting into an abusive relationship. You're afraid of getting hurt. Of doing it all on your own, of flying on your own. It's kind of like there's a lot of birds here and they're all kind of flying upside down and they're kind of falling all around. In the middle, there's this hummingbird that's also kind of doing okay, but it's not. So maybe the last couple of months have not been that great for you, especially in love, because this is all about love and romance. So maybe in the last couple of months you felt like, you haven't really gone on that great many dates, or you haven't felt really connected, and you've been hurt in some way, and you're afraid to be hurt again. So that kind of and we've all been in that place. So that concerns me only because this is more of a negative thing where you're not really ready in a way for Mr. Right. Because to be ready for Mr. Right, you need to get to a place where you let the hurt of the past go, and you say, okay, I'm ready for love. This card means that it's almost like you're not quite ready. Maybe you'll get there, by the end of September, but my feeling is you're not quite ready for love. Even though you may dream of Mr. Right, and you may dream of the great boyfriend or the great girlfriend, I just feel like there may have been like you got into a fight. And here's the thing. This could just mean like a really bad breakup. This could mean like a horrible, horrendous breakup that you had in the past. And it's still with you. Like you're still thinking about it. You're still crying about it. You're still hurt about it. And you, in a way, can't get that feeling. You got to wash that guy out or girl out of your hair. You got to sing that song. I'm going to wash that guy right out of my hair. Da, da, that from South Pacific. Okay. And then what's crossing you is actually this card. And this is people that are in spirit, that are around us. This is the father figure in heaven, okay? Excuse me. And I'm drinking soy milk, by the way. I just soy milk today because I've run out of bananas. And I wanted to do these videos, so I have not gone grocery shopping yet. Anyways, back to the reading. So, this is like God is looking out for you. And the angels too. And the angels are like, we know she needs love. We know it's time for her or him. This is for the ladies, so it's time for her to meet the right girlfriend or boyfriend. It's time. We want that. They want that for you. Because they see that maybe you've been hurt before and you're just so scared to get, into a relationship or into a deeper relationship with the person that you're in. Although this is for single ladies, so you're not in a relationship. You've been hurt before and God is looking out for you. The angels of the higher power. And I might say this can also mean somebody who's in spirit that I'm feeling really strongly that this could be a father that passed away, a grandfather that passed away, an uncle that passed away, a strong male that that passed away, that you connected with, that loves you very much, and they want you to find love. They want you to have love, because there's nothing better than love. That's it. Love is like joy. It's like the thing that everybody wants, and they definitely want it for you. They do. So when you go to sleep at night, just remember that there are people in spirit that love you, and I'm getting the tingles again, that want the best for you. I'm gonna cry, so just bear with me. Yeah, this is somebody who's passed away, and it's just, the thing is you just pray to the angels, and the angels hear you. It's not the angels haven't forgotten you, and you probably feel left out in some way, like alone in some way, that you're the last person on earth, the single person, the only single person. You probably see a lot of people out there that are getting married. Maybe some of your friends from high school have gotten married, or some of your older friends have gotten married or remarried, and you're just feeling left out, and maybe you've gone to weddings and stuff, and you feel so left out of all that. And just know that the people in spirit love you, and they know, and it's almost like I feel like they're rooting for you. They are rooting for you. Okay. Now the root of the card is this card here. And this is the High Priestess. And the Priestess is healer. She can also be like a doctor, like a female doctor. I think for sometimes as a hippie, but in this case, I'm going to go with female doctor. But she's very intuitive. She could also be a psychic, someone that just has the answers. She knows the answers. She knows what's up. You cannot, this woman, she is like light. She's sweetness and light. She's like almost like light itself. She has so much light and so much to offer you. And this person is in your life. This is, and this could be you. You could be this person, you could be, you could have your own psychic business and be watching this. And I'm drawn to these like leaves, these fall leaves. So timing's an issue. I'm not sure whether, and we're coming up upon fall here. So it could be that, in September, you're really going to be thinking about finding someone in September. Or maybe it has nothing to do with the month of September or even the fall. It has more to do with timing itself. Like, it hasn't been the right time for you to find this relationship or to be open to love. And so you have struggled with that. Maybe you've been focused on your career and you don't have time. You go to work, you come home, and you sleep, and you wash, rinse, repeat, and do that whole thing where you're doing the same thing over and over again. You're not meeting anyone new. And so you feel like, and so time has passed you by. Maybe you're on the older end, and you're wondering, maybe you're in your 40s. I'm feeling 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Ladies, you're in the single ladies that are in this age group, and you're feeling like, timing's an issue because your fertility is an issue. If you haven't had kids, then fertility is definitely an issue. And you're worried, are you going to find somebody who can have children with, and you need to do it fast because you feel like you've got that pressure, that biological clock that's ticking, and you're going, I've got to find this guy fast so that I can have these kids. And you're like, maybe you're considering other options right now. Maybe you're thinking like, do I do, do I, and I feel really strongly. And the answer is yes, you do it. You do I know it's going to sound weird, but you're thinking, maybe, do I do this alone? Do I just become a single parent on your own and do like, artificial insemination or whatever that is, in vitro, whatever. That's what you're considering, and this card's a yes card. So this is positive for you to do that. Although, it's very important. Parenting is really, you need a second person there to help you. But if you're in your 40s and you're in a certain position in life and you have the financing and you feel like, you can afford to have somebody to help you, like a nurse or a nanny or somebody to help you, or even if you feel like you have a partner, I feel like there's somebody that's going to watch this video who's not totally single, who maybe is sort of single technically, but they're not really single. Either they have somebody in mind, maybe they've dated on and off. I feel like this on and off thing. I'm feeling like there's a partner. You're thinking partner. Or maybe you just want a partnership. The word partner is like really stuck in my head. Maybe you just really want a partner, and all the guys that you've been dating don't want the same thing that you do. Maybe the guys that you've been dating, they're just, they're just not really giving you the full package. They're not offering you everything that you want. Maybe they're too shallow. I'm getting that feeling like they're too shallow. Maybe they just want to sleep around. They don't want to settle down, or maybe maybe the guys that you're dating are actually they're a little bit older, and so therefore maybe they've already had kids and they don't want to have any more kids. I feel like timing is an issue. Time is an issue, and that's the root of the tree here. Timing's definitely an issue. And I'm looking, the owl is looking at me, so I'm going to bring it up here and show you. The owl is really looking at me today. This owl sometimes doesn't really look at me, but the owl is looking at me. And I'm feeling like a judge. Like you could be a judge. And, maybe, like I said, you're, early 40s, and, or maybe not even a judge. Maybe you're a lawyer or something to do with law or the courts or something. And, because I think wise counsel, and wise counsel is like a lawyer or an attorney or something like that. So the owl's looking at me, and that could be you. The owl is also seeking, again, the doctor thing comes up, seeking fertility. Like, so if you are at that point where you're ready to have kids, see a fertility specialist. That's what it's telling me. That's the counsel of the foundation card. Definitely. And then this card here is the star card, which is in the past, which is interesting. So maybe you did some like healing stuff. Maybe you did like a retreat in the past, or maybe you just needed to heal from a relationship in the past, and that's what you were focused on. You were focused on this healing. So I feel like there's a story here. I feel like there's a story with you ladies going on very strongly. And it's tough. It's been tough. I feel like there's this element of struggle and frustration. The next card is like what's crowning you right now, which is one of my favorite cards. It is, and it's funny because it's all about creativity. It is the Empress, okay? And the Empress is all about, it really, to me, it's an artist, it's a creative woman. It's somebody who can make, you know, the butterflies dance, you know, and perform in a way. And theatrical, maybe she's an actress and she's theatrical. She likes to go outside and pick flowers or just tend her garden. She's very sensual. She is a beautiful woman, okay? She's got long hair, long blonde hair. But if that doesn't describe you, it could just mean artistic creativity and being creative. And this is funny because, you know, I think I've mentioned this before about how, you know, if we're talking about fertility, okay, being creative, that's the chakra. That's the, you know, the chakra that your creative chakra is the same as the money chakra, okay? And the creative chakra is, I'm just going to say, like your vagina, okay? Sorry, I just had to say it. And so, you know, it's a creative act when you have a baby, you know, basically. It's a creative thing, and it's creative energy. I mean, how do you think babies happen? I mean, it's not just technical with the penis and whatever. It's not. It's more than that. It's a lot more than that. And so I'm feeling like there's a little bit of you're ready to go. You're kind of, your hormones are going. You want to make this baby happen, kind of. And if it's not, like, you know, maybe it's not just that you're ready for a baby. Maybe you're just ready for love. You know, you're ready for passion. You're ready for really good sex. Maybe you haven't had sex in a while. Maybe it's just that you're ready to go for Mr. Right, or just even a boyfriend. You know, it doesn't even have to be a long-term thing. It could just be you want a boyfriend, you know, you want love. You want someone in your life. And then this is interesting. Okay, so then we got this card, and this card is about being active. This is the activity card, and this is for you, Aries, because this is Aries. So I'm just going to mention Aries right now because this is for me, this is like the Aries card, okay? So Aries, you need to get out there. You need to start dating more. You need to go to places where guys hang out. You need to check out Patty Stanger's website about where to meet guys, because she's got it all on there, okay? She is like the queen about getting hooked up with somebody, okay? And even if you need to, consult her. Call her up. Say, hey, I need a consultation. I want to meet a guy. This is what I'm looking for. Can you help me out? You know, I don't know what she charges, and I really don't know what her whole process is. But I mean, you may need like a matchmaker, you know, to get out there. Because this is the action. So maybe you're already out there. This is the action card. Maybe, you know, you're really already there, and you're dating or whatever. But if you're not dating, go to where the music is. Go to a concert. Go to performance. This is all about music. I mean, there's so many instruments. I'm seeing all these instruments here. It's, you know, even in the tree, I'm seeing things. So, and she's got some, I never noticed that she had some really beautiful wings. So, you know, let the mood take you someplace, you know? Magical wings, it's like, if you had magical wings, where would you go? What would you do? You'd be lifted out. You'd be in flight. You go to wherever, you know, you might go see, like, you know, your favorite, maybe go see Coldplay. I'm thinking Coldplay in my mind. Maybe you've always wanted to go to a Coldplay concert. You never have. Go to a Coldplay concert, you know, with someone and see, you know, you may meet someone there, but it's more just like, once you're more active and you're really having fun, you'll have that energy around you, and you'll exude that energy for others, and others will be more attracted to you, okay, when you're doing that. I'm thinking makeup. All Aries are all about makeup and hair. Get a makeover. Get your hair done. Buy a beautiful outfit. you know? So you feel sexy. Aries always feel more sexy when they have something new. So go shopping. You know, the last video I told you not to go shopping, but for love, you know, if you're going to go out, buy something nice for yourself and go shopping and buy a new dress and go to a concert. Take up learning an instrument, you know, take up playing the guitar, the violin, or feeling the guitar very much, or the fiddle. I'm thinking the fiddle too. String instruments is coming to my mind. So go to like a string, you know, quartet or something with string instruments. You may meet, you know, there's mingle things, and there's all kinds of groups too online where you can meet people. You know, clubs and things online. There's a specific website that I'm thinking of that I think it's called Meetup or something like that, where you go and you do activities. So if this is like one of the activities that you see that like the group is doing, do this. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. So that's what's right around the corner. So that's going to come up maybe the second week or third week into September. That's what I suggest doing that week. You may not actually do it, but that's what I recommend. And emotionally, this is what I got for you, which is like the rest card. I'm feeling there's definitely been some hurt and pain and healing that have happened in the past that maybe you're kind of still recovering from. Emotionally, this is inaction. So we have two very contradictory things. The cards are telling me that you need, on the one hand, you need to go out, but emotionally, on the other hand, you need peace of mind. You need to feel like your emotions aren't so crazy. You need something balanced. You need to retreat emotionally. Or maybe you are retreating emotionally. And that's also not good because that could be blocking you in some way. Even though it's a yes card, it's kind of like it can block in this instance. If you're trying to go out there and you're meeting guys or meeting girls, you're emotionally not available. That's what I'm getting. You're emotionally not available, and people pick up on that. If they can't, it's about a connection. If they cannot connect with you, then how are you going to have a partnership? How are you going to have somebody to love? And it takes effort, and it takes time. And again, this timing thing, and maybe you feel like rushed for time, and it doesn't really happen. So there's some elements here that are kind of tricky. And this is what's coming in. I'm seeing this energy that's coming in for you ladies this month as far as love. And I really had hoped that I would see either the Two of Cups or the Lovers for you guys. It doesn't mean that it's not possible, but it just means that you've come to a point, because this girl's on this edge of this cliff, and she's come to this point where she cannot make a decision. She doesn't know what to do. She can't take the leap of faith. She doesn't know if she should take the leap of faith. So it's kind of interesting, and I'm getting the tingles again. You want love. You want a relationship. But you've been hurt in the past. You feel like you've had to do a lot of healing, you know. You feel like, you know, you're ready sexually. You're ready. You know, your hormones are going. You want to have sex. And you do want partnership. But at the same time, and maybe you're already dating, maybe you're already active, and maybe you've been active, but emotionally, you're not ready. And emotionally, you have to, and you're not ready to take a leap of faith, maybe for somebody you don't know, or to get into a long-term relationship because you've been hurt in the past. And then this card, this is actually a beautiful card. This is your attitude. And this is where you should be, and you do have a positive attitude about things, because this girl follows her heart. You know, she follows her heart, and she flows. Like, that's the word that's coming to me. She flows with the stars in the ocean. This could be for Cancers, Scorpios. Even for Aquarius. I'm feeling Aquarius too. You guys too. You know, you really want, this is a very deep intense emotion. You want an emotional connection, okay, with somebody. You know, I feel like this is the definition of a psychic medium. You know, somebody that can really bring heaven and earth together. She's meeting in the middle, and she's not even really. She's dancing on this rock, but she only has one foot on this rock, the other's in the air. So it's kind of like, in a way, she may like horses. It's like that, you know, the horse. I'm feeling really strongly. One of you ladies loves horses. Oh, and animals. Because the horse, you know, only has like 2 feet of the ground at the same time, or sometimes not even 2 feet on the ground. I mean, it's just always moving, and it has its feet in the air. And this is you. You know, maybe you're moving around a lot. This is a lot of movement. You know, this is someone who maybe is always on the go. Someone who's continuously in motion and doesn't stop. That's just kind of describing you, maybe, you know, your attitude. Maybe you just want to, you know, energetically, you have like this energy that you, I don't know, you want it all. That's what's coming to me. You want it all. You want to dance. You want to play. You want to have a partnership that's beautiful. You want maybe to do a dancing with that partner. You know, maybe meeting somebody at like a dance. You know, my mom does dancing, and she meets all these people there. She has lots of friends there. It's a great way to socialize. So if you love to dance, you know, dancing is coming through really strongly right now. You may meet Mr. or Mrs. right there. But here's the outcome. Hold on to your seat here. This is the Lost card. And this is the moon. And the moon, there are clouds around the moon. I'm feeling like the words that are coming to me are cloudy moon, you know. And the moon, I had an old deck of cards that I got rid of because so, you know, one of my Reiki people told me not to continue using that deck. It's not as good for me as this deck. This deck is awesome. But the old deck, the moon really represented you're not supposed to know. And I know I'm a psychic, and I know that I'm doing a tarot card reading, and I know you're like, well, what WTF, you know? What do you mean? I'm not supposed to know. There are things that are clouding the outcome, which is a block. Okay, it's sort of like, okay, this is some powder makeup. Sort of, here I'll just, I don't know, it's kind of ridiculous, but okay, so here is love, right? But somehow this cloud is passing over it, and you can't see it. Okay? So love in this card is sort of like the moon, you know? You can see the moon here, but there are a lot of dark clouds around it. Any second farther, those clouds are going to be traveling. You know, you've seen at night, sometimes you see clouds covering the moon and then uncovering the moon. You know, clouds are movement. So you can't see the moon here. And so that's a block. Maybe you don't know what's true, what's not true. Maybe you feel like there's an element, maybe you've been lied to in the past, and you don't know what to trust as being true. Maybe you meet guys or girls and you feel like they don't know if they're truthful with you, and you're having a difficult time trusting them enough to connect with them. This girl is holding a heart in her hand, and there's a bird above her, which I never actually noticed before. There's a bird. And it's hard to tell what kind of bird that is. But birds are messages. Birds are messages. So there's a message. There's a message here coming in to talk to you about that situation. Um, maybe you're going to get a message from somebody, you know, about about the situation that you're in. Why you can't really see the moon. It's similar to that saying, you know, you can't see the woods through the trees. You can't see the moon through the clouds. So there's some cloudiness in your emotional cloudy. It's emotional cloudiness. It's not being able to see truth from fiction. Okay. And this girl is lost. She's gotten lost in these little fairy field. Okay, and she doesn't know what to do, and she doesn't know where to go or how to get out of the situation. But the counsel of this card is whatever that bird is about to tell you, whatever the message is about to tell you, take heed, okay? Take heed. Someone's going to call you. Something's going to happen where there's a message that you're going to get from somebody. It could be an email. It could be just a phone call. But you're going to get a message. And that's what you need to do. And you need to also drop the mask. I'm looking at, she's wondering, in a way, I imagine that she's wondering whether she should hang on to, show her heart, or keep the heart, or drop the mask. Or what to do with this mask. She's holding this mask. You need to drop the mask. So if you wear a lot of makeup, take it all off. Take off all your eye makeup. Take off all your powder, whatever. And go without it and see what happens. And see if you can connect with somebody without that stuff. And actually I saw in LA Shrinks, this girl went on there because she had been attracting all the wrong guys, and she went and she had like all these counsel sessions, and it was really good. And I forget her name, who was the actual shrink that did this, or else I would totally talk about her. And I'll probably just make a little note to her that I actually mentioned her in this video. But it was really good because I feel like, looking at the girl without the makeup, I felt like I could actually see her better. And I saw her in a different light. And people might actually see you in a different light with all that, And women, I started wearing makeup when I was very, very young. And there are days I go without it, and there's days that I do, I wear more and whatever. But in general, there's a lot of chemicals in that makeup. Even if you wear just really, really good makeup that doesn't have a lot of chemicals, it's still gunk that you're putting on your face that is blocking, okay? That is blocking in a way. It's like a shield, okay? So I'm not telling you to go without makeup completely forever into the eternity of time, but this is just something that's coming up. And also, if you're wearing like a mask as far as like who you are, you're not showing who you are on the inside to others because you don't want to be vulnerable. There's a saying, be real. Be real. Show your heart. Show your emotions. And this is where, and I'm going to talk about this, and I hope I don't start crying, but on my YouTube channel, I had subscribed to, I think, the latest one that I subscribed to, anyways, I forget the name of it now, but she did this channel, she channeled Robin Williams. And I cried. I sobbed, actually, when I listened to this. Because Robin Williams said, and whether you believe in all this, I was raised a very strict Christian upbringing. So for me to actually be psychic and doing tarot cards is really out in left field for like my entire family, okay? But the thing is that Robin Williams' message was, be joyful and laugh and be you, and don't let anybody stop you from being you. And if your real passion in life is to be an artist, be an artist. Never stop being an artist. Never stop being creative. There's a really strong creative message. So if you're in like IT or like graphic design or something, and your real passion or your real root is, I don't know, getting some kind of like tie-dye or basket weaving or something, something more with your hands. I don't know, maybe like you're a sculptor or something, and you're stuck in an office all day and you're doing this. You know, your challenge is to get in touch with Etsy. You know, call Etsy up, be, you know, on their, you know, main page or something, and promote yourself as an artist, and really show your joy, show your real light with others. That's the way to do it. That's the way to attract a new person into your life. That's the way to attract love into your life. And in the end, you'll be happy that you did do that. Because obviously, I mean, it's hard to attract somebody into your life if you're unhappy, if you're emotionally lost, or if you're lost in your life and you don't know what direction. It's not going to help you meeting somebody else. In a way, it's going to distract you more, and you're going to get more lost. So in your head, it's going to start to spin. I feel like there's real spinning thing going on right now. It's just in my mind. It's just like, you know, she could be easily spinning around. I feel like if you meet somebody now, your head's going to start to spin. You might even have like a case of vertigo or something. So that's just my counsel for this card. And my computer is doing something funky, so if my sound's off again, I apologize. My sound was off in my last video. But I'm going to leave you guys with that, and I hope I've been helpful. I strongly encourage you all to get out there and be active and never give up. And the people in spirit love you. So even if you don't have Mr. or Mrs. Right yet, which you will, because you need to have that mentality that you will. This is not your ultimate future, okay? This is just, I usually say 3 months down the line. This is for September, too. This is specifically for September. But it could, you know, usually energies can overlap into different months. So I usually say a reading's good for like 3 months. It's not good for all eternity. So, you know, you could get a private reading with me, and I could show you got the Lover's card coming in. Maybe the energy changed. Energy shifts. And Spirit wants you to feel loved, and to love yourself, and to find that person that can show you that love. And you will find it. Okay? You will find it. I'm confident in that. So, I wish you all the best, ladies, and I will be back doing the guys one shortly here in a minute. And I will be back again in my mid-month and my daily readings. So lots of love, big hugs, and I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.